Hey, a few months ago, I made these butterflied chicken legs. Turned out awesome. We're gonna take that same idea today, make some butterflied turkey legs. We've got a glaze for them. We got some mashed potatoes and some gravy. We're going to smoke them up on the pellet grill today. Let's get this cook going. Now to butterfly these guys, you want to find the part where the meat is thinnest next to the bone. You don't want a butterfly here in this thick part. I like to use a paring knife. You can use whatever kind of knife that you like. You just come down this bone a little bit, and then you want to work your way down the bone. Don't cut all the way through. Right? And then you just want to kind of lay that side down. You can see I don't have it trimmed all the way. It just takes have a little patience, take your time. And now I've got to trim down this side, right? Just like that. Got this piece of skin here. And it's really just that simple. You saw what? That took a minute, 30 seconds. You can take any of this extra fat, just trim it right off. Now let me just do that other one, and I'll show you how we'll season them. Here I just have a little duck fat that I melted in the microwave, and then I let it cool down. I don't want to pour anything hot on here. You could use olive oil if you wanted, but duck fat is my absolute favorite. It helps to crisp up skin. I don't care if it's chicken, turkey, whatever. The problem with duck fat is it's hard to find, right? Rarely can I find it in my local grocery, my Publix, and I'll have to order it from that big box store in the sky. So if you don't have it and you don't want to go to the trouble, get yourself some olive oil. We're going to season it. I like to use this Lynchburg, Tennessee whiskey, Goblin Good turkey rub. Use whatever you want. If you like to make your own, make your own. I like to make my life simple. I love the flavor of this. So if I have it, I use it. You could use an all-purpose barbecue rub. You could just get out some salt, pepper, and garlic if you wanted. You could even use a barbecue rub, sweet barbecue rub. You could do that. So you can see how quickly it takes to season these, to prep, hardly no time at all. Let's get them over to our pellet grill. Hey, it's been 1 hour. Let's give these turkey legs a check. Let's get the lid up here. We're going to check the temperature. Let's see what we got. See, we're right about 143. I like taking turkey legs up to like 175, even 180 sometimes. So what I'm going to do is turn them over. They've got a great color. Just like so. Get the lid back down. Now we're going to turn the temp up to 275 so I can, try to get that skin a little crispy. Now while that turkey's smoking, let's make a glaze. I've got 1 stick of butter I'm melting down. Here I've got some maple syrup. Now this is right around a cup. Could be a little more, but I mean, we're talking like an ounce more, not much, right? So, butter, maple syrup, and then I've got some more bourbon, right? We're going to come in here. We're going to try 1/2 cup. Now be careful, right? If this pan is really hot and you start pouring alcohol in it, you can get a flame up. So be careful there. And then I've got that same Goblin Good turkey rub. You can use any kind of barbecue rub you want for this step. 1 teaspoon, what do you think? 2 teaspoons roughly, maybe a tablespoon. Let's get that in there. Now the final thing I like to do, and you don't have to do this, I like to put a little cayenne, maybe 1/2 teaspoon. Doesn't take a lot. Like I said, it's optional. You don't want any spice, don't use that. what I'm going to do is, you can see we've got some simmering going on here. Just simmer and stir now and then till this sauce thickens up a little bit. When you make a glaze of any kind, I recommend you give it a taste before you decide if it's ready or not. All right, I'm just going to stick my finger in this spoon. It's pretty yummy, but I think I'm going to put another half a cup of bourbon in there. And for those of you that don't want to cook with bourbon, you can use apple juice. But again, I think I would start with a half a cup to make sure you got it the way you want. All right? So we ended up with 1 cup of maple syrup, 1 cup of bourbon, 1 stick of butter, and then we had maybe a half a teaspoon of cayenne. Oh yeah, and I don't want to forget, we put that 2 teaspoons to 1 tablespoon of our barbecue seasoning in there also. Spend 20 more minutes. Now we're going to glaze these guys. Just a little light layer, doesn't take a lot. Get some on the other one here. It's a little bit bigger. There we go. And now, I want to turn these guys over. We're going to hit up the other side. And I'm going to let them go maybe 10 minutes. They're probing 172. I want them up around 180, 185, somewhere in there. It won't take long. We'll check them in 10 to 15 minutes. Focus more on the temperature than the time, because your time will vary. There's what they look like. They've got a great color. You can see our seasoning. I'm looking forward to giving these a try. Let's get our lid back down. These guys are probing 180. Total cook, 1 hour, 40 minutes. Just going to get them off here. And then we'll plate them up. Now let's talk about how we're going to serve these up. I got some mashed potatoes here. Little freshly ground salt. And then we're going to come in with a little freshly ground cracked black pepper. Now, we're going to put our turkey leg in there, just like so. Scoop them potatoes up. Maybe we can get that turkey leg to stand there. There we go. And now, got a little gravy. Can't have mashed potatoes without gravy, can you? Now, I get no credit for the presentation. I saw a guy on Instagram do this. What do you think about that? Would you eat it? Now I'm just coming in with a little fresh parsley for some color. How about that? I can't wait anymore. Let's give it a bite. It just looks so gorgeous. It's so delicious. And I don't know if you can see that. This turkey leg is so juicy. Can you see that? Can you see that juice on that turkey leg? Right above where I took that bite and the skin came off. And I gotta have some mashed potatoes even though this video is not about that. Hey, those turkey legs you saw were so easy. I can taste that maple syrup. You get the gravy, of course. You gotta try it. If you like smoked turkey legs, I got 2 more recipes right down below.